Thank you. Please, the protocol team and the ushers, you direct those who are coming. Let's just direct them to sit at the appropriate place. The PhD, the first, the PhD, the middle, and the masters towards this other gate. This convocation ceremony commits me to recognize some of our former principal officers who have come to celebrate with us today. We have the former Vice Chancellor of this great university, Professor Barineme B. Fakai. Please put your hands together for him. Former Vice Chancellor is here. We also have former Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration, Professor Nnamdi Okoroma. Please put your hands together for him. Former Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration, Professor Nnamdi Okoroma. We have former Registrar, Mrs. D.C. Odimabo, former Registrar of the University. She's here in our midst. Please celebrate her, former Registrar of the University, Mrs. D.C. Odimabo. We also have former Registrar of the University, Mrs. V.T. Jamabo. Former Registrar of the University, Mrs. V.T. Jamabo. Please put your hands together for her. We also have former Registrar of the University, Dr. S.C. Eyinda. Former Registrar of the University, Dr. S.C. Eyinda. You're welcome, sir. We also have in our midst Emeritus Professor D.M.J. Fubara. Emeritus Professor D.M.J. Fubara, please put your hands together for him. You're welcome, sir. We have Emeritus Professor S.C. Teme. He's also here in our midst. Please, the police band. Please, can we have the graduates, please? Can you take your seats? You will have all the time to. Let me once again welcome you to the 36th convocation ceremony. I'd like to announce that this program we are doing a live streaming of this event for our graduates who have their family members, their loved ones outside these shores, outside this university. If you want them to view the convocation ceremony, please log on to the university website. You can copy the link. You can copy the link on the university website and share to your loved ones to join us live in this convocation ceremony. The website is www.rosu.edu.ng. You go there, you can copy the link and share with your loved ones to join us live in this event. Thank you, police band. Also recognizing the presence of Right Honorable Austin Opara, CFRO, former Deputy Speaker, House of Rep. Acknowledging the presence of Honorable Justice Daisy Okocha, retired, former Chief Judge, Rivers State. Also acknowledging the presence of Dr. Adezi Ore, the Honorable Commissioner for Health. Let me also acknowledge the presence of Chief Adoke Amiesimaka, DSSROS, Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council, Ignatius Ajuru University of Education. We have in our midst the Honorable Justice PNC Agomago, former President, Customary Court of Appeal. And acknowledging the presence of Dr. Shedrack Akaloko, former Public Relations Officer of this great university. Acknowledging the presence of Chief and Mrs. Chooks Obunna, rather, please. AIG Hilda Ibifuro Harrison, retired. Also acknowledging the presence of Rosemary N. Ibanebo, Chief Magistrate. Also acknowledging Reverend Mosigo Dr. Pius K. The police band, please. Let me also acknowledge the presence of the River State University Women Association. You're welcome. The Great OWA. You're welcome. Also acknowledging the presence of the Nkpolu-Oroworukwo Women Association. You're welcome. Women, you're welcome. Please, can we have light music? Let me also acknowledge the presence of our council members. Chief Ngo Matisielo, council member, you're welcome, sir. Dr. Dagogo Kukigam, council member, you're welcome, sir. Also acknowledging the presence of Reverend Dr. Harvey Onefe Jore, acknowledging the presence of Reverend Father Dr. John Justice Wankwo, the Catholic chaplain, River State University.
This guy is a mascot from year one. No, the guy where they announced this. Management science. I say minus business administration. As most of them, me and the work with the radio, you can't go to this stuff I made last night around 2. Now I finished.
acknowledging the presence of Ambassador Prince Agarese Idubo, JP. Let me acknowledge the presence of a former university librarian of this great university, Professor Blessing Ahiozu. Also acknowledging the presence of the current university librarian, Ignatius Ajuru University of Education, Dr. Emmanuel Oku.
1, 2, sound check, 1, 2.
Acknowledging the presence of Barrister Mrs. Bibian Okobule, wife of the Vice Chancellor of our university.
Yes.
I'd like to announce again that the convocation is live on YouTube, Facebook. You can get the link from the university website. Go to the university website, www.rosu.edu.ng. You can copy the link and share to your family members, friends, and loved ones to hook up with us in this 36th convocation ceremony. I would like to announce that we've commenced the academic procession. Please shall we rise in honor of the academic procession. way, give way. Among those processing today, we have the Dean, Faculty of Administration and Management, Professor John Harcourt, Dean, Faculty of Agriculture, Professor D.B. King-Kabari, Dean, Faculty of Basic Clinical Sciences, Professor K.I. Kurubo, Dean, Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences, Professor K.S. Odu, Dean, Faculty of Clinical Sciences, Professor S.N. Elenwo, Dean, Faculty of Communication and Media Studies, Professor Richard Amadi, Dean, Faculty of Education, Professor Isaac N. Dokubo, Dean, Faculty of Engineering, Professor J.G. Akpa, Dean, Faculty of Entrepreneurial Studies, Professor A.U. Nnodin, Dean, Faculty of Environmental Sciences, Professor Dean, Acting Dean, Faculty of Environmental Sciences, Dr. P. Uriwa, Dean, Faculty of Humanities, Professor Jones M. Jaja, Dean, Faculty of Law, Professor C.C. Wigwe, S.A.N., Dean, Faculty of Medical Laboratory Science, Professor E.A.S. Batimios, Dean, Faculty of Science, Professor N. Boyster, Dean, Faculty of Social Sciences, Professor J.I. Onyema. Provost, College of Medical Sciences, Professor Chituru Oluwene, Head of Campus, Ahoda, Professor S.B. Akpila, Head of Campus, Emoha, Professor D.I. Hamilton, Head of Campus, Eche, Professor M.J. Ayotamino, Head of Campus, Kira, Professor Edi Choku, Dean, Postgraduate School, Professor T.K.S. Aban. visitor and principal officers, His Excellency Sir Dr. Siminalaye Fubara, GSSROS, Executive Governor of Rivers State, and visitor, represented by Professor Ngozi Mma-Odu, DSSROS, Deputy Governor. His Royal Highness Justice Sidi Bage Mohammed I, CFRO, JSC retired, Fellow Chartered Institute of Arbitrators, Emir of Lafia Bare Bare, Chairman Nasarawa State Council of Chiefs, Chancellor. Honorable Justice Mary Okego Peter Odili, CFRO, DSSROS, JSC retired, Pro-Chancellor. Professor Lerun S. Okobule, DSSROS, Fellow Chartered Institute of Arbitrators, Vice Chancellor. Professor Victor Akujuru, Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration. Professor Valentine Omubopepo, Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic. Mrs. Ibimonia B.S. Harry, Registrar. Dr. Juliet C. Alex Mecha, University Librarian. Dr. Gift O. Eke, Bossa.
The national anthem. University anthem. opening prayer by Reverend Father Dr. John Justice Nwankwo.
Let us pray. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Lord, your word says, it is unto the glory of God to conceal things, and unto the honor of kings to reveal them. You made education one of those means of which we understand your will for us. And you made our university one of those beacons of success in education. We thank you for this day, Lord. We thank you for your children you have brought successfully to the end of the academic pursuit. We thank you for our state. We thank you for our governor. We thank you for our pro-chancellor. We thank you for our vice-chancellor. We thank you for the council members. We thank you for all who, oh Lord, participate in building this place. Bless this, O Lord, that everything we shall do may gain your approval and blessings for us. We ask this through Christ our Lord. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Please be seated. For today's ceremony, the following protocol list is available. His Excellency, Sir Dr. Siminalayi Fubara, GSS-RS, Governor of Rivers State and visitor to the university, is represented by Her Excellency, Professor Mrs. Ngozi Odu, DASS-RS, Deputy Governor, Sir Celestine Omeya, GSS-RS, former Governor of Rivers State. His Royal Highness, Honorable Justice C.D. Bage Mohammed I, Chancellor, is also present. We also have Honorable Justice Mary Peter Odilis, CFR, DSSR, JSC, retired, the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council. The Vice-Chancellor, Professor Nlerum S. Okobule, the Right Honorable Austin Opara, former Speaker. We also have in our midst the Rwandan High Commissioner to Nigeria, His Excellency Ambassador Basimavu. We also have the Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration, Professor Victor Akujuru, the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academics, Professor Valentine Omobopepu, the University Librarian, Dr. Juliet C. Alex Mecha, the Bursar, Dr. Gift O. Eke, the Provost College of Medical Sciences, Professor Chitru Oluwene. We have the heads of campuses. We have 4 campuses. We have the heads of campuses, the Dean Postgraduate School, deans, directors, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. The Rivers State University Law number 4 of 2017 empowers the university to grant degrees, diplomas, certificates, and other distinctions, as well as to award medals, prizes, and other titles. It also provides that the Chancellor shall preside at all meetings of convocation held for the purpose of conferring degrees. I therefore invite the Chancellor, His Royal Highness, Honorable Justice C.D. Bage Mohammed I, CFR, JSC retired, FCI, ARB, FHSN, Emir of Lafia Bari Bari, Chairman Nasarawa State Council of Chiefs, to constitute this assembly as a convocation held for the purpose of conferring degrees and award of diplomas and prizes. The Chancellor.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Rivers State,
Honorable Chancellor, I hereby invite the Ambassador of Rwanda to Nigeria and those universities who have sent messages of congratulation and goodwill to us on this occasion of our 36th convocation ceremony to present their messages through their accredited representatives. They are as follows: the Ambassador of Rwanda to Nigeria, Honorable Ambassador Christophe Basi Wamu. We also have the visiting Vice the Ambassador, sir.
Your Excellencies, representative of River State government, the Deputy Governor here present, Your Excellencies, representatives of universities, the Chancellor, Vice Chancellors, professors, doctors, dear students and parents, I am so honored to be present here today, and thanks to the invitation of River State University. And I am happy to be with you. First of all, thanking River State government for the warm hospitality we have been enjoying in this beautiful city of Harcourt, and River State University for the invitation we have got to be part of this process, this important convocation ceremony. We appreciate and are happy for the good relationship existing between the Republic of Rwanda and the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And thanks to this good cooperation, collaboration, relationship, the University of Rwanda has signed a memorandum of understanding with River State University. And this memorandum of understanding will facilitate exchange programs, most importantly, exchange of students, teachers and staff, joint program, joint grants applications, But this collaboration will give an opportunity to students from both sides to have better exposure, moving from one country to the other, either to do internship or to finish or conclude the programs, the academic programs. But it will also allow teachers to exchange from one partner state to the other, and this is a kind of South-South cooperation which we appreciate because we believe strongly in the power of partnership, the power of working together, the power of unity and collaboration. And then we thank all members of the board of the university here in River State University, for the commitment they have to work together with the University of Rwanda, but most importantly, River State government. For this collaboration, they have agreed to exist between Rwanda and the River State, being at the level of universities, but also at other levels. I take then this opportunity to congratulate the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, and the Deputy Chancellors, Deputy Vice Chancellors, for actually this day. And I take also this opportunity to congratulate all graduates, just highlighting that this is a start for a new journey. You have concluded your studies, now you are starting new activities in your life, and this is from one experience to another, and I wish you successful or success in your future, and wish again the university, River State University, to grow more and more and to get more and more graduates, not only today but in the future. And I expect in the near future having students graduating here, but after having maybe done internship in Rwanda, and the university having received also students from Rwanda. So, long life our collaboration, long life the relationship between Nigeria and Rwanda. Thank you.
We have goodwill message from Professor Wahab Egbowole Sam, Vice Chancellor, Unilorin. Professor Oke Onuchukwu, DSS RS, Vice Chancellor, Ignatius Ajuru University of Education, Rumolumeni, Port Harcourt. Vice Chancellor of Delta State University, Abraka, Professor Samuel Asagba, ably represented by Professor O. Odedede. Vice-Chancellor of Pamo University, ably represented by the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Professor Joseph Nwankwo, Pamo University of Medical Sciences, Professor Joseph Nwankwo. Okay. Then I think that should be Professor Kingsley Owete, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, University of Port Harcourt, representing the Vice-Chancellor, University of Port Harcourt. Professor Karim Ayarede, Acting Vice-Chancellor, Pamo University. Okay, sorry, Pamo University of Medical Sciences. Professor Allen Agi, Vice-Chancellor, Niger Delta University, Bayelsa State. Somebody come in. Dr. Silverina Olagere, Assistant Secretary General, Committee of Vice Chancellors of Nigerian Universities, representing the Secretary General of the committee. Engineer Dr. Ledun Suanu Gwara, Rector Kenule Biensin Saruwiwa Polytechnic Bori. Convocation addresses. I now have the honor and pleasure to call upon the Honorable Chancellor, His Royal Highness, Honorable Justice C.D. Bage Mohammed I, JSC retired, FCI ARB, FCL Med, Emir of Lafia Bari Bari, to address the convocation. The Honorable Chancellor.
His Excellency, the visitor to this university, the Executive Governor of Rivers State, Sir Siminalayi Fubara, and standing in his place is His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of the state. In our presence, if there are distinguished senators and members of the House of Reps, and also their excellencies, governors of other states if present. The Pro-Chancellor of this great university and Chairman of the Governing Council, Rivers State University. My Lord, I have stated, my distinguished senior on the bench of the Supreme Court. the Vice Chancellor of this great university, the River State University, other distinguished royal fathers that are present, captains of industry, visiting Vice Chancellors from other universities, members of the diplomatic corps. We already have the High Commissioner to Rwanda, who has just made some remarks. The Deputy Vice Chancellor, Deputy Vice Chancellors, the Registrar of this university, the Bursar, the Librarian, the Provost College of Medicine and other members of Council of the University, Deans of Faculty, members of Senate, Directors and Heads of Departments that are present, other distinguished personalities, and may I mention my immediate family that are present with me, my family, my wives and my children who are physically present in this hall. This year's convocation signals a new beginning. It also unfolds a new forms of challenges for us as university administrators, parents, guardians, leaders and political leaders, community leaders and students. This is the era when access to tertiary education seems much more enhanced with the Students' Loan Scheme, courtesy of the federal government of Nigeria and of course some state governments. On the flip side, it is also an era when, as parents and students, we now spend much more on living and study-related expenses due to the current economic challenges and inflation in our country. Similarly, the world continues to travel on the superhighway of digital technology. It is a new age of artificial intelligence, AI, and extensive social media. Fortunes are made and lost with relative ease. Vital knowledge, strategies, information, and critical tips for survival are now readily available virtually and in ways faster and easier than the era of analog and manual typewriters with which some of us were trained, and several decades before the advent of the GSM telephone system, internet, and the artificial intelligence. The world is evolving with extreme dynamism. It necessarily means that our worldview and attitudinal dispositions as university administrators, parents, guardians, leaders, and political leaders, community leaders, and students must continue to reflect changing global realities. For instance, taking to petty crimes or any forms of crime is no longer an option for our students. In recent years, our nation, Nigeria, and most Nigerian students, their parents and guardians, universities and university staff, as well as countless other stakeholders in academia, have had to experience the manifestation of dangerous trends of criminality on our campuses. The monster of criminality manifests in diverse ways in our society, homes, and campuses, and in our communities by way of kidnapping, terrorism, banditry, cybercrimes, armed gangs, cultism, and other forms. I appeal to all our students, including our graduating students. Taking to criminality for survival is no longer and should never be an option in an age of artificial intelligence and digital technologies. Our graduating students have been well guided and trained to excel without taking or resorting to ignoble acts and criminality. I admit that our university should never be the only avenue when students are guided and trained to become successful leaders in Nigeria and beyond. All stakeholders must partner with our universities to build a better country by guiding and training the youths as future leaders to be better managers and persons than ourselves. There is much wisdom in building the future of our youth today by the nature, quality, and context of the kind of education and value of orientation we offer them at home and elsewhere. An untrained child would only live to squander parental assets. As a responsible and responsive leaders and parents, we must live up to our institutional obligation of insisting on better future for our teeming youth. We must guide them against trends and forms of criminality and never assume that our tasks are done once they become graduates. Nigerian youth and their future deserves better attention. The future of a country can only certainly not be better than the premium placed on its youth in terms of values, orientation and education, welfare and general attention. It is this singular fact that I wish to acknowledge, that the student loan scheme came at the right time, but a little too late for the graduating students to benefit. Nonetheless, the Student Loan Access to Higher Education Act 2024 signals a new regime of access to higher education in Nigeria. Let me commend the federal government of Nigeria and also to commend our amiable governor of Rivers State and participating higher institutions, including our dear Rivers State University. In April 2024, the Student Loans Access to Higher Education revealed an Enactment Act 2024, which was an executive bill was signed. The act sought to guarantee sustainable higher education and functional skill development for all Nigerian students and youth. These changes under the Students' Loan Access Higher Education revealed an Enactment Act of 2024 signify a monumental shift towards democratizing access to higher education in Nigeria. It represents a shift towards a significant step towards promoting access to higher education, fostering economic mobility, as well as empowering individuals to pursue their educational aspirations without undue financial burden. Its implementation has the potential to yield far-reaching benefits for individuals and communities and the nation, contributing to a more inclusive and prosperous society. It is for this reason that I appeal that our students should maximize the benefit of the student loan scheme. I applaud His Excellency, one of the best, and the entire government of Rivers State for sustaining the vision and fundamental objectives for establishing Rivers State University through regular funding, despite the current economic challenges in our country. And I want to say here that, to the best of our knowledge, this is one of the best funded universities by the state government in Nigeria. I note and I wish to remind us of the promise again made by His Excellency the Governor on the funding challenges confronting Rivers State University at the last year's convocation, the 35th. His Excellency specifically promised to release more funds already approved for the running of the institution, as well as other necessary financial support aimed at strengthening the capacity of the school to rank as one of the best, not only in Nigeria, but in Africa. The Governor said, and made this promise, is born out of the fact that education serves as the cornerstone for a firm, equitable, and progressive society that is desired by Rivers State. These were also widely reported in the media. Of course, we all know about what this university has done, and the products of this university today are one of the best we have in Nigeria. His Excellency was absolutely correct that education serves as a cornerstone for a firm, equitable, and progressive society. This further underscores the imperative of adequate funding of tertiary education, particularly at the Rivers State University. However, I must quickly add that the current level of governmental funding for this university must be greatly enhanced. I am mindful of the political atmosphere in our state today, but like Oliver Twist, we plead for more amidst the increasingly huge expenses of running a public, people-oriented driven university like the Rivers State University, and seek to give equal opportunity to the children of both the rich and poor to excel in life. I was saddened that most universities, including their teaching hospitals, cannot even afford to pay their electricity bills and have had to be disconnected on several occasions by electricity companies or electricity distribution companies. I've been curious as to the complete magic of the Vice Chancellor of this university, and I commend you so much for your managerial skill. We surely need the help of the government of Rivers State to continue to give the best to our children as future leaders. Whatever seeds of greatness we sow into the youth as the future of this country is not a waste. Investment made to educate the youth is a worthwhile investment and will continue to impact the fortune of a country and benefits its masses. Conversely, needful investment left undone will undermine the future of the country. Beyond the students' loan scheme, I admit the reality that government alone cannot fund tertiary education. I also call on private sector players, genuinely wealthy politicians, businessmen and women, parents, employers, and other stakeholders to come to the aid of our education, come to the aid of our students, come to the aid of our universities to build and to train our youth for the future. Let me now turn my attention to the graduates, for whom today is a very special day. As you receive your degrees after several years of toil and sweat, I join other sections of the university to extend very hearty congratulations to you. As you leave the four walls of the Rivers State University, you will realize that a university atmosphere is different from the outside world, which you will soon encounter. I am confident that we have adequately prepared you for the task ahead. In addition, that what we have been able to offer to you in this university, you need and will equip you with all that you will need for self-determination, diligence, self-reliance, and to be better self-motivated. As I conclude, let me remind our local graduates that the future of this country and the world at large belongs to you and your peers almost exclusively. The end of your academic journey at the Rivers State University simply means you are entering another phase of the journey of life. Your world is much more dynamic and fluid. It brings several opportunities and also melt or sweep away opportunities from those who are not prepared for the next phase of the journey. This necessarily means that this is the most appropriate time to begin to build, pursue, and work hard to realize your dreams. You must begin to deploy your creativity to bring on board those fine innovative business solutions and ideas. Your entrepreneurial ingenuity are needed at this crucial time to innovate success and prosperity as you become employers of labor. The only limitation to your good life of success and pleasure is yourself. The world is yours to discover and explore. Nigeria, and indeed the world, is waiting to celebrate your success story. You have been modeled here at the River State University to be among the world best in your pursuits. As we yield you into a flourishing world, you must also bear in mind that you are our proud ambassadors at the River State University because you bear the touch of our university, of hopes and dreams of founding fathers and mothers of this university. Please impact your world of maximum positive outcomes. I pray that the good Lord will continue to guide you in all your pursuits and undertakings. Congratulations to all our graduating students. We rejoice with you. We celebrate with your success. God bless River State University. God bless River State of Nigeria. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I thank you for listening.
Honorable Chancellor, I have the honor and privilege to call upon the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council, Honorable Justice Mary Odili, CFR, DSSRS, JSC retired, for her own address. The Pro-Chancellor.
Your Excellency, the visitor, Dr. Siminaye Fubara, represented by the Deputy Governor, Her Excellency Professor Ngozi Odu, the Chancellor, and my former colleague, the Emir of Lafia, the Honorable Justice C.D. Bagay Muhammad I. Your Excellency, our former Governor, Celestine Omehia. Your Excellency, the High Commissioner of Rwanda to Nigeria. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the protocol list is so long, and I'm not sure I want to take a risk, so bear with me. Your Excellency, our Governor, it is with great pleasure that I welcome you and our esteemed guests to the 36th convocation ceremony of the university. This is obviously my first address at the convocation of the university in my capacity as the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the Governing Council of this great institution. Before I proceed, let me, on behalf of members of the 14th Governing Council of the university, specially thank our peace-loving and performing governor and visitor of this university, Sir Dr. Siminaye Fubara, for finding us worthy to be appointed as chairman and members of the council. The appointment is a testament of your trust and confidence in us, and I have the consent and authority of my colleagues in the council to assure the governor that we will do our best to justify the confidence reposed in us. For me, this assignment is particularly special because I will also be working together with the Chancellor of the University, my learned brother and former colleague of the Supreme Court, now Emir of Lafia and Chairman, Nasarawa Council of Chiefs, Honorable Justice C.D. Bagay Muhammad I. We will collectively work for the interests of the university and our state. I would use this opportunity to place on record the role in the service of this state played by Adokie Amasie Maka as Director of Public Prosecutions and later Attorney General when I was Chief Magistrate in the River State Judiciary. by those designs of the Almighty God we human beings cannot understand. The Almighty used the instrumentality of our governor to get both of us appointed, Adokie to Ignatius Ajuru University as the chairman of the Governing Council, and myself the privilege of being here, the Pro-Chancellor and chairman of the Governing Council. We thank God. Your Excellency, our Governor, I wish to inform you that upon our inauguration on Wednesday, 13th March 2024, the Council immediately swung into action and visited the main campus and all the satellite campuses of the university for on-the-spot assessment of the state of affairs of the institution. In the course of this visitation, we observed that while the establishment of the satellite campuses is a noble idea that would catalyze the development of those parts of the state where the campuses are located, the sustenance of the satellite campuses require enormous sustained financial support from the Rivers State government. In this matter of the development, I would bring in the matter of the human development this institution had carried out over the years. At the time the institution was College of Science and Technology, it built up a lot of young persons, including a girl child who proceeded from here to the university, to the Ahmadu Bello University, where she acquired a law degree, was called to bar, and later became the first female Chief Judge of Rivers State, Honorable Justice Daisy Okocha. I'm happy she is here. It is from this perspective that I wish to draw the Governor's attention to the request already before him, where we highlighted the physical infrastructure and other needs of the university. In particular, there are serious challenges with respect to hostel accommodation for students in the main and satellite campuses, power energy challenge, which the Chancellor has also drawn the attention of the Governor to, which has produced high electricity bills and the exorbitant costs of diesel. In relation to the satellite campuses, we are excited to inform Your Excellency that the Kira campus is specifically designed as the Faculty of Entrepreneurial Studies, which aligns with Your Excellency's desire to promote technical skills training and empowerment in the state. This can only be realized and meaningful if the relevant equipment, instruments, and tools are provided. We are hopeful that Your Excellency will today make a pronouncement on these requests, considering the fact that this university is the premier university in Rivers State. Moreover, entrepreneurial studies are now attracting national and international attention to ensure that university graduates are given employable skills and competence. We therefore humbly request your robust support to the university for us to carry out the effective training of our students at the Kira campus. The students of that faculty are at present studying in this main campus of the university. Your Excellency, there is also an urgent need to employ additional academic and non-academic staff to comply with the accreditation requirements of the National University Commission, NUC, and relevant professional bodies. May I bring to Your Excellency's attention a new program which has been approved by Council but requires academic and administrative staff to commence, namely Faculty of Pharmaceutical Sciences. Approval of engagement of academic and non-academic staff will enable us to commence the program in the university for the overall benefits of the state. Your Excellency, our visitor, forgive us as we crave your indulgence and accommodation for this litany of requests, which we are compelled to present as a result of the gaps the Council inherited. Who else can we turn to but to our amiable, performing governor, visitor, and father of this university? My advice to the graduates: for you graduating students, I want to charge you to be good ambassadors of the university and, of course, our state, and show that you actually deserve your higher degrees in character and learning. The university has prepared you to face the challenges confronting society, and your level of success in your professional and other activities will depend largely on how well you are able to deploy the knowledge acquired to solve personal and societal challenges. We are confident that you will neither disappoint us nor your parents or families and our state as you leave the four walls of this university and venture into the larger real world with its enormous problems. I will, at this point, wish you all success which you require in your new endeavors. Your Excellency, our Governor, represented by the Deputy Governor, our Chancellor, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attention, and on behalf of the Governing Council, I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Honorable Chancellor, I now have the honor and pleasure to call upon the Vice Chancellor, Professor Nlerun Sunday Okobule, DSS-RS, FCI ARB, to address the convocation. The Vice.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Rivers State and visitor of our university, Sir Dr. Siminalayi Fubara, GSS-RS, ably represented today by Her Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Rivers State, Professor Ngozi Mma-Odu, DSS-RS. His Excellency, the Rwandan High Commissioner to Nigeria, Honorable Christophe Muzivamo, the Chancellor of this great university, Honorable Justice Sidi Bagi Mohammed I, CFR, JSC retired, Fellow Chartered Institute of Arbitrators, Emir of Lafia, and Chairman, Nasarawa State Council of Chiefs, the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the Governing Council of the University, Lord Honorable Justice Mary Peter Odili, CFR, DSS-RS, JSC retired, the former Chief Judge of Rivers State, Honorable Justice Daisy Okocha, the Executive Secretary, National Universities Commission, Executive Secretary, Ted Fund, the Secretary General, Committee of Vice Chancellors of Nigerian Universities, ably represented by Dr. Silverina Olagere, Assistant Secretary General, Chairman of Governing Councils of Sister Universities and Tertiary Institutions. I mention in particular Chief Adokie Amesimeka, Chairman, Governing Council of Ignacio Ajuru University of Education. The Honorable Commissioners here present, in particular, I mention the Honorable Commissioner of Education, Dr. Ovi Chukwuma. Members of the 14th Governing Council of this great university, the Deputy Vice Chancellors of the university, admin and academic, the wife of the Vice Chancellor, Barrister Mrs. Uchenda Bibian Okobule, the Registrar, Librarian, and Bossa of the university, the Provost College of Medical Sciences, heads of campuses, deans, directors of centers and institutes, heads of departments, my distinguished graduates, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to this 36th convocation ceremony of the Rivers State University. Your Excellency, your presence through representation at this convocation ceremony has once more demonstrated your unwavering commitment and support for your alma mater, and we deeply appreciate this. As a worthy alumnus of this university, you have also shown uncommon commitment to protecting and working for the interests of Rivers State. To be sure, your calm, calculating, and focused style of governance has already endeared you to the hearts of Rivers men and women. And our prayer is that God will continue to guide and guide you in the course of your assignment as Governor of Rivers State. Your Excellency, let me especially appreciate you for appointing the high caliber of men and women to serve on the 14th Governing Council of the University under the able leadership of Her Excellency Honorable Justice Mary Peter Odile, CFR, DSS-RS, GSC retired. Your choice of the retired Justice of the Supreme Court as the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the Governing Council is not only an indication of your high regard for excellence, but also your recognition of the premier role of our university in the educational strides of the state. Let me say without equivocation that the Rivers State University is especially privileged in having seasoned jurists as pro-chancellors and chairmen of the governing councils. For the records, I mention with nostalgia that the 11th Governing Council of our university had Honorable Justice Adolphus Godwin Caribbean White, now late, a retired Justice of the Supreme Court, as Pro-Chancellor and Chairman. The 12th and 13th Governing Council of the university had Honorable Justice Iche Nwenenda Ndo, OFR, DSS-RS, a retired Chief Judge of the state, as Chairman. And now, the 14th Governing Council is headed by no less a person than Honorable Justice Mary Peter Odile, another retired Justice of the Supreme Court. What a blessing for our university. Not surprisingly, the university had always worked on the path of adherence to established rules and procedures to achieve set goals. Let me also inform Your Excellency that I'm working harmoniously well with the 14th Governing Council of the university to achieve the goals of moving this university to greater heights. Your Excellency, since this will be my last convocation as Vice Chancellor of the university, kindly permit me to be slightly longer in my address today, to enable me, in a bird's eye view, highlight some of the achievements and challenges recorded in the last almost 5 years of my tenure as Vice Chancellor. However, in order not to bore you and the audience, the presentation will only highlight the key points and issues involved. Statistics of graduating students. It's my pleasure to inform this audience that at this convocation ceremony, we'll be graduating a total of 8,920 graduates. The breakdown is as follows. Yesterday, we graduated 6,708, that is undergraduate students, those that have graduated from their various faculties with first degrees. Today, for the higher degrees convocation, we are graduating 743 postgraduate diplomas, 1,195 with master's degrees, and 442 with Doctor of Philosophy degrees, leaving a total of 2,212. Your Excellency, when I embarked on this journey nearly 5 years ago, I was not under any illusion at all, but was fully conscious of the enormity of the challenges associated with the office of Vice Chancellor. As an insider who has been in the unbroken service of the university since October 1988, and with the cooperation of management, I immediately set about confronting the challenges, streamlining and structuring systems in the university. I am happy to inform Your Excellency and this audience that with the robust support of the Rivers State government and the Governing Council, we have succeeded in recording some of the achievements that are highlighted hereunder. Induction of first set of nurses, nursing graduates, and of course, medical doctors. Your Excellency, it is with much joy that I humbly inform this convocation that on the 2nd of December 2024, the first set of nursing students of the university were inducted as nursing graduates by the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria. Out of the 49 persons so inducted, 15 came out with distinction in the examination conducted by the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria. This meant that we scored 100%. This is a landmark achievement for the university and the Rivers State government. Your Excellency, as we rejoice with this achievement, I wish to state that the induction invariably serves as a forerunner of another equally momentous event that will take place at the end of January 2025, namely the induction of our first set of medical doctors from the College of Medical Sciences. Your Excellency, I'm proud to say that these achievements justify the enormous financial resources put into the college by the Rivers State government under your watch. Successes recorded in accreditation exercises. Upon assumption of office, I discovered that some of our programs had interim accreditation and a few had lost accreditation from the regulatory body, the National Universities Commission. We confronted this challenge frontally, and I'm happy to report that in our last two accreditation exercises from the National Universities Commission in 2022 and 2023, we received full accreditation status, that is 100% in all the programs presented. It will be recalled that in 2022, we presented 24 programs for accreditation, while in 2023, we presented 19 programs. Now, all these programs received full accreditation. None was denied accreditation. None of them got interim accreditation. In addition, we also received full accreditation from the relevant professional bodies, such as the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria, Nigerian Institute of Quantity Surveying, Nigerian Institute of Animal Science, Medical Laboratory Council of Nigeria, and Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria, among others, all with the support and assistance of the Rivers State government. Continued academic activities at the satellite campuses. In spite of the initial reluctance and subtle resistance, even from some of my colleagues, it is my great pleasure to inform this audience that academic activities have continued at the satellite campuses of the university at Ahoda, Emowa, and Abara Iche. With the support of the then Governing Council, we complied with the directive of the Rivers State government by ensuring the commencement of academic activities at the campuses for the 2022-2023 academic session, consequent upon the earlier commissioning of the campuses. Today, as we commence the 2024-2025 academic session, the campuses will be hosting years 1 to 3 students, as the pioneer students of the campuses will be commencing year 3. Although there are still some notable teething problems, which I know Your Excellency will soon address, there is no doubt that the establishment of the campuses has already started bringing development to the communities where the campuses are located. Property developers are already having a field day, especially around Emoha and Abara Eche campuses. Projects executed by the Rivers State government. Your Excellency, I'm happy to inform this audience that the Rivers State government executed a number of projects in the university since my assumption of office as Vice Chancellor. I mention here the new Senate building, the College of Medical Sciences buildings at the old teaching hospital complex in Port Harcourt, housing the Faculty of Basic Clinical Sciences and Faculty of Clinical Sciences. There's also the pathology building at the Rivers State University Teaching Hospital complex, the Medical Students Hostel, among others. In addition, there is also the satellite campuses of our university at Ahoda, Emoa, and Abara Eche. Each of the 3 campuses has the following facilities now on ground: 1-story administrative building, 2 numbers 1-story faculty buildings, male and female hostels, each with capacity of 104 students, maintenance building, security building, health center, mini shopping complex, internal roads, and of course, staff quarters, where you have 6 numbers 3-bedroom, 6 numbers 2-bedroom flats. The campuses, as I said earlier, had commenced academic activities since the 2022-2023 academic session, with competent heads of campuses piloting their affairs and reporting to the Vice Chancellor as appropriate. Regular promotion of academic and non-academic staff in the university. Since coming on board, one of my policy thrusts has been ensuring the promotion of deserving academic and non-academic staff of the university. To the glory of God, within this period, we have been able to promote a total of 155 academic staff to the rank of readers and 113 to the rank of professors. Interestingly, most of those promoted to professors were promoted readers during my tenure before attaining the rank of professor, still during my tenure. The non-academic staff also benefited from this humane and consistent adherence to rules and procedures, as some of them were elevated to the ranks of directors, deputy directors, deputy registrars, deputy bursars, and so on, with headroom provided for some departments where staff had been stagnated for several years. Support from the Tertiary Education Trust Fund, TED Fund. I'm constrained to publicly acknowledge the tremendous support we are receiving from the Tertiary Education Trust Fund in respect of the construction of physical projects and the supply of furniture and equipment to our various departments. To be sure, a number of buildings were constructed and furnished for us by TED Fund, and they include the CCE building, that's Center for Continuing Education, 3 new faculty buildings, namely Faculty of Humanities, Faculty of Education, and Faculty of Social Sciences, as well as the Entrepreneurship Development Center and lecture theaters at the main campus. We have also been supported in the area of training and equipment for the ICTC and the library. Let me also inform this audience that the TED Fund has very recently approved and released funds for the construction of a theater arts auditorium at the Ahoda campus of the university. Construction work will commence next week. To utilize and maximize the opportunity created by the existence of TED Fund, we are also pressing for additional support from the fund for such other projects as central laboratory, hostel buildings, and security through perimeter fencing. For these positive support initiatives, we hereby place on record our appreciation of the role of the agency in the development of this university as an interventionist agency of the federal government. Attraction of research grants and projects by staff of the university. I'm happy to inform the audience that some of our academic staff have attracted notable research grants and projects for the university over the years. I mention here in particular the recent grant from the Nigerian Liquefied Natural Gas Limited for the construction of a special center for electrical and computer engineering in the university. This project, worth over 10 billion naira only, was approved to be located in the university through the efforts of the acting head of Department of Electrical through Electronic Engineering, Dr. Hachimenu N. Amadi. Another staff of the university, Professor Warebi G. Brisbane, from the Faculty of Environmental Sciences, has also attracted substantial research grants on vernacular architecture to the university. There are several other ones, I don't want to bore. Academic innovativeness. Since my assumption of office, there has been tremendous vertical and horizontal transformation of the university. The innovative spirit being driven in the university is expressed in the approval and commencement of the Faculty of Entrepreneurial Studies. With this commendable development, Rivers State University is now the first, and so far, to my knowledge, the only university in the country to run a degree program on this subject. We have also commenced the manufacture of paint from the Department of Chemistry, consequent upon the cooperation of the company with the Corporate Affairs Commission on securing the certification of the Standard Organization of Nigeria. Of course, you already know that we now also have River State water, that is Risu water produced by the university. It may also interest the audience that the paint being used in some of the projects that are ongoing on campus were purchased from the River State University, that paint industry. Demolition of Security Village. With the demolition of the shanty on campus, wrongly called Security Village, which used to be a hideout for criminal elements and cultists, there has been improved security coverage on campus. It will be recalled that this village had always been an avenue place where you have these bad boys and girls. And then they were saying that the university can never stop them from continuing to live there. With the support of the River State government, we were able to summon courage and we demolished that shanty. And today, that place has been used, part of it has been used for the construction of senior staff quarters for the university. Establishment of new centers, institutes, and directorates. In order to properly position the university to address some of the societal challenges, we have also established new centers and directorates in the university. The centers include Center for Water and Sanitation Studies, Center for Climate Change and Forest Resources, and Center for Advanced Law Research. The Directorate of Alumni Relations is also one of the new directorates established in the university to coordinate alumni relations activities in the university. New faculties, including Faculty of Medical Laboratory Sciences, Faculty of Pharmaceutical Sciences, were also established, in addition to several departments and programs, which I don't want to bore this audience. Environmental improvement on campus. Since my assumption of office, I have taken positive actions to ensure that the university environment is kept clean. To achieve this, I had to go out of the university service to engage some young men who regularly pick pebbles, sachet water bags, papers, and other materials on campus. It It must be mentioned that because of this special attention paid to environmental sanitation, one of the comments usually made by each of their numerous accreditation panels during their exit meetings is that our environment is very clean and conducive for academic work. Collaboration with other universities and institutions. I'm happy to inform the audience that we have also had a number of arrangements and MOUs with several universities and institutions, not only in Africa, but also in Asia, Europe, and America. The most recent one is the MOU that we have with the University of Rwanda. And you can see the Rwandan High Commissioner to Nigeria has been with us since Wednesday. And the purpose is to strengthen that MOU to the glory of God. So we are making progress. We have a number of, we have an arrangement with James Cook University in Australia, and we have produced 2 doctorate degree holders through that joint supervision arrangement with that university. Your Excellency, let me just draw your attention to a few of the pressing challenges that we have. In view of the outstanding support of the River State government over the years, I am particularly reluctant to make any request at this convocation ceremony. However, since the university is a dynamic organization with a myriad of challenges, I am constrained to bring to the attention of Your Excellency 3 pressing challenges confronting us now. The first one is the overbearing burden of the high cost of diesel and electricity bills for the running of the campuses, and this is seriously crippling us financially. It has become clearly unbearable for the university to spend over 80 million naira every month on power energy in the face of galloping inflation. Although Your Excellency bailed us out recently, the bills have started accumulating, and the diesel suppliers and PHEDC are again on our necks. Accordingly, we strongly request Your Excellency's urgent intervention to ensure that the university is able to meet its basic academic and municipal obligations. We also wish to request your approval for the engagement of additional hands, especially academic staff and some key non-academic staff, such as confidential secretaries, porters, technical staff, and artisans. For the academic staff, we are yet to commence the Faculty of Pharmaceutical Sciences, as mentioned by the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council, since its approval due to lack of academic staff. We are hoping that Your Excellency will give approval for us to engage more academic staff to be able to respond to this challenge. Construction of additional staff quarters in the universities. Your Excellency, I wish to strongly request that you assist us in the construction of additional staff quarters in the universities at both the main and satellite campuses of our universities. At present, we have a situation where over 90% of our staff live off campus, and this has created several challenges in terms of meeting with their scheduled lecture periods and other assignments because of the increasingly cosmopolitan nature of the city and the attendant traffic hitches. The construction of these quarters will further promote the welfare of staff and undoubtedly enhance their productivity. Conclusion. In conclusion, let me especially again thank Your Excellency, the visitor of our university, the Chancellor of the university, the Pro-Chancellor and members of the 14th Governing Council, and indeed the entire university community, for the conducive atmosphere that has existed in the university since my assumption of office in March 2020. It was only by the grace of God that we achieve the little that we have been able to achieve. And all the glory and honor goes to Him in Jesus' name. The favor of the Lord will also follow all the graduates in their future endeavors in Jesus' name. Thank you, and God bless all of us.
Conferment of higher degrees. Chancellor, sir, the persons whose names will be called have fulfilled the requirements of the statutes and regulations of the Rivers State University and have been found worthy, both in character and learning, to be admitted to higher degrees. I therefore call upon the Dean of the Postgraduate School to present the graduates. The Dean, Professor T.K.S. Abampu.
Will the graduates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy please stand?